Hey everybody, Craig Cottle, Director of Nature Reliance School. I think I'm starting a new series called Tales from the Hat. I just recently wrote a blog that detailed the meaning behind our logo that you can see right here on the hat. So check that out on the blog, naturereliance.org. With that said, I think I'll start a video series, just occasional, on the marriage between good bushcraft survival training as well as a stewardship-minded mindset as you go out into the woods. And I was out doing it today and I thought, well, I might just start a video series on this subject. But here's a good lesson for us today. So in bushcraft class, we use dogwood as a mallet or a hammer, if you will, for bushcraft class. It's one of the first things that we make in a bushcraft class because it's such a useful tool. Okay, now one of the things about dogwood is that it's very dense, it's very hard, very hard wood. But dogwoods are beautiful trees, right? So we don't want to go out and just harvest and cut down dogwood trees just because, hey, Craig Cottle on Nature Reliance School is having a bushcraft class. So this is how I do it, and I'm just throwing it out there for discussion and see what you think about it. So one of the things that happens in this time of year here in Kentucky is we have a lot of severe storms. Tornadoes on occasion, but straight line winds and stuff of that nature, that's fairly common. And so after every one of those events, I will go out in the woods and look for downed dogwood trees. It's another reason that I talk about winter tree identification so that you can properly identify a dogwood tree with no leaves on it. So case in point right here. So the tree you see behind me, this one right here, not the one that's cut. We cut that to get it out of the trail. But the one that you see behind me that's at this angle, right? Man, it's hard for me to do that right there. That angle right there, that one, is a dogwood tree. Now, it got uprooted in the storm. It's laying down. It's going to die. It's not going to make it. But instead of it laying here and not going to use, which it would go to use for the environment, insects and decay and all that stuff, I will, instead of harvesting a live dogwood tree for a bushcraft class, I'm now going to take that one. And what I'll do with that is I'll go ahead and either cut it whole and store it somewhere where we can utilize it later. I'll go ahead and cut it into hammer handles now. So the thought being, and here's another one. I did this, it's kind of funny, this happened where it did. There's a tree right over there that you can see that's broken off. That tree was one that got broke off the last time I did this for the last bushcraft class. So it's one of those things I often say, the woods mojo. If you take care of the woods will take care of you. You know, we got a bushcraft class coming up, and I'm gonna cut that and utilize that for hammer handles for the students that come to class. So just sharing lessons from the hat, right? Stewardship-minded bushcraft and survival, so that we're taking care of everything that's around us so that we can take care of ourselves and enjoy the hobbies, the activities, the fun times that we do in survival training, bushcraft training, and all the things that go along with it. So check it out. Go to the website, naturereliance.org. There is a link there. You'll see the logo, this logo, on a blog. Check it out, read it. I'd love for you to read it and give me your feedback. I talk about the history of the shaman niece, long knives, the long hunters. I'll talk about stewardship mindedness and how we can do that without becoming a bunch of nature freaks. And hopefully you find some useful information there. Hey, and if you like a hat, we got those on the website too. So pick yourself one up while you're there. Join the family. Be part of Nature Reliance School. Come on, join in. Let's learn together.